hosting him. Always lovely to hear from him, but he couldn't join us. So we have an honored guest that's joining us from Ethiopia. I'm going to do a quick intro and bio to him, and I'm going to give him the floor. And if you have any questions for him, be sure to comment on the Facebook Live. So I look forward to passing your question along. So here is we have Bekalu Alamaro Shetu. Welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
A little bit about Bekalu. He's an Ethiopian journalist, founder of Alpha YouTube-based network. Bekalu has he's been arrested at least 4 times since 2020 in Ethiopia. He was most recently arrested in August 2023, has spent months in the detention and isolated military camp in Ethiopia. Bekalu has a BA degree in literature from Bahar Dar University. He has a master's from Generation University in global studies and international relation. He's been doing broadcasting for 11 plus years. We're super excited to have you. I know you mostly focused in political coverage, but we are looking forward to hearing your life journey and your experience as a journalist in Ethiopia as well. Welcome, Bekalu.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm so happy joining this event after my release. At this time last year, I was in our Sharba military camp, so it's a blessed day for me because I am more released, and this is my first public symposium joining. And so let's talk about the issues on the third anniversaries on Erisat. Understand that what means that one media or a media have 3 ages life. That's a big history in the Horn Africa. I think because I was working in many medias that are closed in 1 year, 6 years, and 6 months, and others. Some ErisAT is going 3 years through successful working experience. So I would say thank you, everyone, and I am so happy. Mostly, I would say to thank you, Dr. Saba. She was writing articles about me to release from that jungle, and she's helping to leave out Ethiopia by airport, but not that was successful. So I'm so happy to say thank you, ErisAT, full staffs and management. Let's talk about my points today. Here I am, the media role in social changes, mostly in the Horn African states. But you all are now that the media roles, mostly well-known roles are 2. One is awareness, and the second is entertaining the people or entertainment. But in the Horn status, we can conclude it will have 6 or 5 points. Let's go through them. In the first point, rising awareness is the big role in the social change in media. So it means that media can raise awareness for social issues such as human rights, equalities, and social justice. You know that in the Horn African states, there is no any human rights issues, mostly in the Eritreans and the Ethiopians, and the rest also. Nowadays, most young Ethiopian peoples are, the Horn peoples are not have fully exercised their rights. There is no justice. There is no social criticism. Every place is a war. Every place is a crisis place. So, media can emphasize these issues on the Horn, like to ErisAT and other medias. So, in my experience, I was working in the TV shows and YouTube broadcasters. what is your right for the society, the youngs, and what can do to change your government, or how to can move to influence the policies from the government or outside the globe. So like to this, raising awareness is the first role of media in social change. The second is mobilizing people. We know that we are very poor, we are not fully working on our resources, and we are always under a war, we are always under a political crisis. So the people must be mobilized for peace, for working hard, for any positive things to come be part of the change. Some mobilizing people can mobilize, the media can mobilize to take actions. That is for the positive or the negative parts. Let's think about the Ethiopian recent dam. I was working to mobilize the society in media at that time, because that dam was working on by the Ethiopian people only. So the finance is coming from the people, the government, Ethiopian government starting that to build and collect the money from the people. So the media is always working on that, on news, on interviews, and other detailed news makings. So the Ethiopian people was helping the government by financing, by working music, poems, and other mobilizing systems. So media can influence positively to structure the state development and others. But also, we can imagine that what happened on the Arab Springs, and then what is the role of the media at that time. So for the democratization of the Arab world, media mobilized some young people, like in Yemen, Egypt, the titles were uploaded by the young people and others. So mobilizing people is the main role of the media. The third one is holding people accountability. Holding the government become accountable. Holding the institution become accountable. Media can hold those in power accountable. You know that the word impunity, it means creating accountability at a state level or a global level. We was under a stress war of and crisis in the northern Ethiopian part. You all understand that, and that was stopped by the negotiation in the Pretoria negotiation. So in our media, ErisAt also always asking, I'm hearing that to create accountability, because there was so many problems, so many dangerous criminal issues on that war. So the holding people to accountability, or holding people to the government or the international community to accountability, one thing that's the role of the media. So we are asking here to accountability must be held in Ethiopia and Eritrea because of that war and the ongoing wars around the Horn still now. So the media have a big role for accountability and to ensure international law or the most close at the area. The fourth thing is influencing views. Media can influence point of views of the people, and the government also influenced by the media. In some states, we saw that in the last 5 or 10 years. So influencing views is one role of the media. That means influence how people view the world and change their views. How to see the government and how to see the state. What the state is doing and how the government is operating the state. The young people must learn this from the media and mostly in the social media nowadays. What's happening today in Sudan? What's happening today in Ethiopia? What's happening today in Ethiopia and Somaliland? What's happening in today Ethiopia and Somalia and all the region? So we can work on that to change the views or to inform the people through this. 5, organizing public opinion is one type of role of media to create a change in social ways and other ways. Media plays a vital role in organizing public opinion. Let's talk about my experience on this issue. I was working in Aulo media at the wartime in the northern Ethiopian war, and still it is continuing. So I was asking so many people in social medias and working vox pops around the road how to stop this war. Is this war is going to create peace, or how do you see this war? I am asking mostly young people. So at that time, many people have an issue on the real cause of the war. We do know that. But we are working to stop joining the war from any side of the Ethiopia. Young people are staying home or stay focused on their work, don't acting like to go to the war and advocating the war. So mob justice can be stopped by the media fighting. Like to us, we were working to stop the ethnic based mob justice around Ethiopia, but that is killed through all of the Ethiopians, because you know that the ethnicity of Ethiopia. So mob justice was still was and is going to in Ethiopia. So I was working to stop that mob justice. So that's the norm, by the way. In mob justice, some areas becomes norms. If someone is sick, so the community can kill him without any judgment. So if someone is far from that area, or he's not part of that ethnic group, they can throw him in jail, in police stations by any judges or any court decisions, without any court decisions. So we can change life to this by influencing norms. Nowadays, in the Horn Africa, we are watching so many harmful political activities that destroys the social construction of the Horn, that destroys the collective security of the international law issues, that destroy peace and development. So the media can work to create, to influence positively these things. In some parts, the medias are part of this.
Look, did we lose him? Give him a few minutes to dial back in.
Yeah, let's see him.
They have working system to address these issues on the media stuffs and other part of the world system. So in the forum nowadays, you and the international community is working to create a social change, like to ErisAT. So I am also part of that, and This is my point. Thank you.
Thank you, Bakalu. I know you're joining us from Uganda, and it's probably late there, but super excited. It's just one question from me, actually. For the young Ethiopians who wanted to just pursue a journalism career, what would be your message, and what would be the encouraging and challenging thing that they would be expecting ahead?
Not only the Ethiopian or the Eritreans and other people around, journalists around this media, I would say work hard, whatever it is happened, what type of government you have or what type of situation you in. Let's work to the people, or let's work to the truth, and we can change our environment. We can change our state and state systems by working on the media. I know that mostly in Ethiopia now journalism is declined by the government forces. Military exercises are controlling the media staffs, and the Ethiopian government has become a military government, because I saw some news to change the media policy in the next week, and that is dangerous policy change. So let's fight in positive, not by gun. Let's fight by media and fully to have freedom on the press and the medias.
Thank you. Appreciate your time. If you have any final messages, we'll be concluding it, but I'll give you a minute or two if you have any message you want to get across, or we'll go to the next session.
Go to the next session. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you again, and hope to hear from you more, and I'll be sure to tune in on your YouTube channel. Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one. So we're going to go to the next session. For those of you who are just joining us in the mid, you're joined live for Erisat Symposium. It's our third symposium that we're celebrating. For the next session, we have a panel discussion